Hello, friend. This is Marshall 2 Cent coming at you again with another fabulous fragrance. So the fragrance I'll be speaking about today is from the house of 1920 Bois, or Bois 1920, Verde Di Mare. Verde Di Mare. Di Madre. Verde Di Mare. It's an Italian house. Man, almost got me feeling like the Godfather of here. But it's an Italian house, and you can tell by the name of it. And actually, in English, it means green sea. So before I get to the review, I'd like to ask you to click like and subscribe to the channel down below as I strive to bring you more creative content about these fabulous fragrances out here impacting our daily lives. And you know this channel, for you individuals who physically can't put their nose to a fragrance, but like to have a good idea or description of what these fragrances actually smell like. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So friends, the fragrance I'll speak about, Bois 1920, Verde Di Mare. It's right there. You can see the back. Try and get the name for you. You can see it. Yeah, I don't actually think they have the. I'm trying to see if they got the name on here. Yeah, right there, man. You can see the name. Turn it right. I gotta get it right. I can read. Verde Di Mare, green sea, and that's pretty much what you actually get from this phrase. But it's not sea. So you're thinking ocean, something of that nature. That's not the case with this particular fragrance here. Now, a little background why I bought this fragrance. I bought this fragrance because I was thinking I was going towards Los Cabos, and on beach. And I was looking at the notes because I bought this fragrance blindly. I looked at the notes. I'm thinking, shirt open, breezy, on the beach, sand, things of that nature. And I seen this, the notes on here. I seen the citrus, top notes. I seen the floral middle notes. I had the C notes in there as well. I seen a little bit of woody notes, ambergris, musk. I said, oh yeah, man, I got what I'm looking for. But that was not the case when I bought the fragrance. This fragrance here actually kind of puts you in the reminiscence or a scenery of standing on a lake, greenery, rolling hills, swan in the lake and the pond, breeze, nice cool breeze coming through, calm and relaxing. That what this fragrance actually reminds me of. And to me, it did lean a little more to the feminine side for me particularly. So it wasn't a fragrance that I wore to Los Cabos, one of those fragrances. So most of the same. But overall, a very, very beautiful fragrance. Man, from the opening of this fragrance, you can tell very quality products, nothing synthetic in the fragrance. I didn't get anything synthetic from the opening to the duration, the end of the duration of this particular fragrance here. This fragrance is very, very nice. But I just think it leans a little more to the feminine side for me. As you know, fragrances is subjective. So, where you draw the line at is for you. But you do have to appreciate floral notes to appreciate this fragrance here, because it is floral, and particularly more prominent is the white floral or the lily of the valley in this particular fragrance. So in the opening, we have bitter orange, juniper berries, lime, galbium, lemon, pepper, orange, and bergamot. And from the opening, you would think it would be very, very citrusy, but it's not. It's more of a clean scent. It's more of a clean opening with a very, very, very subtle spice. Very subtle spice in it from the pepper. But to me, it just gives a gateway, an opening into the middle notes. As I mentioned before, you must like floral in the middle in this particular fragrance, because of what the middle notes is exactly what it is. So in the middle notes, what we have is blackcurrant, black tea, pedigree, lily of the valley, geranium, rose, and carnation. And so you can see that we do have a lot of floral facets in this particular fragrance, but most prominent is the lily of the valley. Lily of the valley is more prominent, which you get a little bit of that in the opening. After about 5-10 minutes, when it starts to settle down, you do get the white florals coming out, hitting the fragrance itself. And then you get the supporting lineup with the rose, the geranium, and the carnation. And the black currant also in this fragrance gives a little juiciness as well, a little fruitiness, as opposed to the citrus opening. So I do think that the black currant gives like a more of a counterbalance of the citrus opening, the citrus notes in the beginning, and what this middle notes here we get the more fruity, sweet fruitiness of the black currant. Now, the C notes that it's speaking about, you would think that it's talking about like sea, salty, some in that sense, but it's not salty at all. I don't get anything salty in this fragrance. Like I mentioned before, it's more of a lake, more of a freshwater type of vibe from this fragrance here. So that's what you get with the middle notes. Now going down to the drawdown, we get ambergris, we get musk, we get vanilla, we get wood notes, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's called ladium. I looked it up with that because I never really heard that note before, but it'd probably be like a resin from some shrubs. So I'm guessing it kind of adds to that the ambergris, along with the ambergris and the wood notes and things like that. So I never smelled that note before, but someone has, please do comment down below. But the overall, what you get from this fragrance is a citrus opening, sort of more of a clean opening with a aqua vibe, with some floral notes and a little bit of musk, and you do get a slightly of the vanilla, adding sweetness to the fragrance itself. And with the white florals in this fragrance, to me is more of a white floral facets of floral facets that's actually coming out in this fragrance than anything else. But overall, beautiful scent, very beautiful scent. Like I said before, I think it just leans a little more on the feminine side for me, particularly. Now, get into performance. The performance is actually pretty good with this fragrance as well. Now, I give around like 5 to 7 hours, which is about average, I suppose. But 5 to 7 hours on the skin, and even a little bit longer on the clothing. As far as the projection as well, now I must say when you first spray this fragrance on, it does come out kind of loud, but then it settles down very quickly. So, but the projection on this fragrance is actually pretty good as well. It's not protruding, not overbearing as well, but you do get a nice scent bubble with this fragrance. So you really don't need too much with the spraying this fragrance on you. So you can be easy with this fragrance itself. Then also with the sea loss. Now the sea loss on here is also pretty good. I would say average as well, but it's not a fragrance that's gonna be stuck to you. It's gonna be a skin scent. It's gonna be close, very close to you, anything of that nature. This fragrance actually leaves a nice scent trail about you wearing this fragrance. Someone's walking behind you, or a nice breeze hit, or you moving kind of briskly through somewhere, or you're just cruising through somewhere, or in the crowd, whatever, they will be able to smell the scent on you. So be aware about that as well. Also, who will be wearing this fragrance? I would say this fragrance is probably for someone that's a little more mature. You probably want to find teenagers, someone early in 20s wearing this fragrance. Probably someone in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, somewhere up in there with this fragrance here, because just the way it presents itself when it smells. It's like a aqua herbal, even has a little soapy vibe to it as well, with the florals. So, but very cooling fragrance. It gives like a cooling sensation, calming. It's just it's a feel good fragrance to wear out and about. If you, in particular with this fragrance here, what I'm saying, not trying to impress no one. Just a very cooling, casual scent, if you ask me. Now, that gets me to where you should wear the fragrance, or when you should wear this fragrance. I think this fragrance does suit very well in the spring, in the summer, hot noon, hot weather, hot days. You can't go wrong with this fragrance here. It suits those weathers very, very well. So it could be 105, man. It's gonna do just fine because of this cooling sensation that it actually gives off. The aqua vibe, subtle aqua vibe, I must say, that it actually gives off. So that's all I have for Bois 1920 Verde Di Mare. Verde Di Mare. I believe I'm saying it correctly. Trying to get my Italian scent going on with this fragrance because it is an Italian brand. But that's all I have for this fragrance. And if you have this fragrance too, definitely, if you got any experience with it, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah, the outro. So friend, that's all I have for Bois 1920 Verde Di Mare. uh, fragrance. As again, it means in English the green sea. But like I said before, very fabulous fragrance as far as smell wise. I just started leaning more to the feminine, didn't do unisex. But again, fragrances are subjective, so that is my most humblest opinion about it itself. But it doesn't take away from the fragrance itself. It's a very beautiful fragrance. Um, Great quality products. It's actually the quality of the products, or the quality of the material in this particular fragrance has me looking at some fragrances they actually have. One's by the name of Patchouli Patchy, or something similar like that. Because I do like patchouli fragrances, so I'm thinking about checking that one out because the quality of material in this particular fragrance was very, very good. Like I said before, it didn't smell anything synthetic from the opening at all. But yeah, if you have this fragrance or you have a fragrance from this house, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. If you have any experiences with these fragrances or with this house, definitely comment down below. I'd like to hear from you as well. And as again, Marshall was in 2 cents. As always, may love, peace, and prosperity be on your pathway. Until next time, peace.